Bayless and Shannon Sharp. Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Joy. How are you?
Joy, how are you?
Fake. Oh, good morning, Joy. How are you?
Shannon is in a bad mood today.
Yeah, big night for LeBron last night.
Oh, Joy. Oh, Joy, how are you? I love what you've done with the place, Joy. Sex, Skip Bayless. I know you want to gloat.
Gloat about what?
You do.
What happened to the Cavaliers?
You know what happened.
I don't know.
It happened. Goes back about 2.5 weeks ago. Somebody was inserted into the lineup.
Aha.
I don't want to call no name.
Let's talk about that.
Joy, how are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing great.
Stop keying Joy up here.
Let's get started. Let's start with LeBron. He became the 7th member of the 30,000-point club at the end of the first quarter in last night's loss to the Spurs. LeBron also became the youngest player to reach that mark. Before yesterday's game, he posted on Instagram a message congratulating himself on the feat, even though he had not reached 30,000 yet. LeBron talked about that and more after the game.
I'll never fully appreciate what I do anytime I accomplish something, no matter if it's a win or a loss. You know, I've always told you, Jason, told our guys back home that looking forward to the moment when I'm basically can be done with the game and I can sit back with my family and my friends. We can sit back, drink some wine, talk about all the accomplishments that I had and the feats that I've been able to accomplish. So I can never. I even tried to psych myself out today with my Instagram posts. Tell me to like take some time and tell you I can't. I don't know how to do it. I've never been able to do it. When I got 25,000 or 20, MVPs and Rookie of the Year and things, won a championship. I haven't had time to really just sit and appreciate and the journey that I've been on, and I don't want to because I think it's allowed me to stay on the path that I've been on.
Skip, how did LeBron handle the night?
You heard what he said.
Okay. You can dismiss me as a hater if you want.
Okay.
But let me get this straight. We just heard your man LeBron, our man LeBron.
Yep.
A great player, obviously all-time great. And it was a great achievement last night. But
Correct.
I think I just heard him say he congratulated himself on Instagram yesterday, as we talked about during the show, at the end of the show, just to try to force himself, to pressure himself into stop and smell the roses, correct? Or the rosé, as it might be, right?
Yeah.
Okay? He's saying just to force himself, to give himself a break and embrace and celebrate a milestone. Am I interpreting correctly?
Correct.
I'm sorry, it just rubbed me the wrong way. And it harks back to what I told you that a source very close to Kyrie Irving told me was one reason Kyrie wanted out of Cleveland. He just believes at this stage and age, LeBron James has become a little more concerned with, a little more focused on building statistical legacy over winning championships. No huge thing, but Kyrie just wants to go try to win by himself. So let's look. 30,000 career points it's very impressive. I'm not discounting it one bit, and obviously only 6 other players have done it. I give you that.
Okay.
This is LeBron bleeping James. It's a duh to me that a player this gifted, a gifted scorer, we get that. It was expected that if he's going to play for 15 years and be mostly healthy through 15 years, which is another achievement in and of itself,
Correct.
he's going to top 30,000 points. It's not.
Do we think he would do it this fast?
Well, he's way short of how fast Michael Jordan did it. Michael Jordan did it in what was it, 960 games to 1107. So I don't know, 147 fewer games for Michael Jordan. It's okay, and I'm not trying to take it away.
How old was Michael?
Okay, but Michael had to go to college.
You didn't have to.
Well, he did.
No, you could have came straight out.
Okay, but he was there for what?
3 years. Yeah.
3 years. Okay, well, for whatever reason, he got a much later start.
That's what he needed to mature.
Okay.
My guy was ready.
Okay, all right, and that's fine. I give you all that, and it's all that's valid. I give you that. But if last night LeBron James had passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's all-time record of 38,387 points, so he's 8,000 whatever 380 short.
That's coming.
Okay, it could be coming. I doubt it, but it could be.
It's coming.
But if it did, if that was last night, stop the game, stop the presses, drop the confetti from the rafters, because that is huge. That is all-time great. This is just 30,000 points.
Just.
And I wanted to hear LeBron. I wanted to just be ho-hum business as usual. And after the game, just silly me, I wanted to hear him say, he started down that path. I wanted to hear him say, I'll celebrate all my milestones when all is said and done.
Correct.
But right now, I wanted to hear him say last night, we have much more important issues to address. Because the great irony is, do you realize a LeBron James team just suffered its worst stretch since he started in the league, to your point?
I do.
You have to go clear back to the first 19 games of his pro career in 2003 to find a record stretch this bad. They've had the tied for the fewest wins since Christmas. It's a 3-10 stretch.
Yes.
And in this stretch, in the second halves, if we look at LeBron's plus minus just in the second halves, he's minus 98, which is the worst in the entire NBA. Well, something's amiss here. Something's wrong. And to me, again, the irony last night was, as you celebrate 30,000, that was the worst game of the whole 13-game stretch. That was hitting bottom. That team on that floor was a lifeless mess last night. And again, I want the Cavs to be better than that. And I remind you, they got shellacked by the Spurs B team. There was no Kawhi Leonard. There was no Pau Gasol. There was no Rudy Gay. There was no Manu Ginobili, who, trust me, he's my sixth man of the year. He is their fire starter off the bench. He was out. And Tony Parker has been demoted to the backup team, to the second team, because he's still trying to recover from a quad
like the road
surgery.
runner last night, didn't he?
Road runner?
Yeah,
Tony Parker?
Yeah, he looked like the road runner.
Okay, well, against your guys
Yeah,
maybe, but not against most people.
No,
He doesn't.
That's why he was demoted.
Okay, and they lost 114 to 102, and every 50-50 ball, every loose ball, DeJounte Murray's all over it, and the Cavs are just kind of like, if you want it that
Layup
badly,
line.
you go.
It was
you
a
go.
layup line.
Okay, so I get it. It's impressive 30,000, but LeBron over-celebrated it. It's like the game ended. He was all smiles. He wanted the Spurs to all come and hug him. He wanted Coach Pop to come whisper sweet nothings in his ear. I don't know. I don't get it. Because aren't there bigger fish to fry right now? Come on, we know he was going to get to 30,000.
Well,
Is it really that impressive?
Yeah, we got a 5'9" fish that's smelling up everything.
Okay, well,
that's the problem.
Tell me about it. Fire away.
Here's the thing. I think the thing is, Skip, sometimes as a great athlete or a great, whatever it is, actor, actress, when you accomplish something, you're so set on the destination.
Okay.
If you're an actor, you want to win an Academy Award. You want to get this
Sure.
lead role. So you get so caught up in arriving at a destination, you don't enjoy. It's the journey that provides the memories. It's the friendships. It's the ups, the downs, the highs, the lows that get you to the destination that you don't forget. Because you get so caught up in trying to arrive here. Skip, I tell you, the first time I went to Las Vegas, Skip, I was so excited. Hell, I missed the Grand Canyon flyover because all I was thinking about was Vegas. All I had to do was look out the window to my left, and there's the Grand Canyon.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness. And that's LeBron. 20,000, 25,000, MVPs, finals, and all this. He doesn't even want to realize. I told you yesterday, sometimes you got to rise above, Joy, then look down like, wow, I'm a bad dude, Skip. But you know why?
But we know he is. You know he is. You of all people.
No,
Do you have to, does he need to remind us how bad a dude he is?
I believe he did that. He did what he did as far as became reflective because of how challenging this season is.
Maybe that's it.
That's why
I'll accept that.
That's the only thing that can keep him focused, Skip. But what's so amazing about this? Because they stopped the game when Dirk hit 30,000. They stopped the game when Kobe hit 30,000. When Kareem did it. When Michael did it. When he was in the first game of Washington Wizards. You don't want to talk about that, do you, Skip? Because he didn't do it in the Bulls uniform.
That was his 15th and last season.
Yeah.
This is LeBron's 15th, and he's still going.
But what's so amazing about LeBron? I said, I believe he will pass Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. But what's going to make us going to trip you out, Skip Bayless? Just think about this. I'm going to let you chew on this for a second as I continue down my path.
Yep.
This man will end his career as have more points than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and more assists than Magic Johnson. Oh, my goodness. Think about that.
Says Shannon Sharp.
Oh, you know it's going to happen, Skip.
That guy I heard last night, it sounded like he's winding down.
He ain't winding down.
Are you sure about this?
He
Seriously, I'm starting to think Tom Brady will play longer than LeBron James, and I'm not just saying that. I'm starting to think that.
He gonna wind it down in Cleveland if they don't do something.
Okay, that could be.
Skip, the mere fact that LeBron James is 12th in assists. He's 12th. He's contributed to another 18+ thousand points. So that 30,000 and then the 18,000 that he's contributed. Now, by Kobe Bryant is 30th on that list. Michael Jordan is like 40-something. Michael Jordan is after Kareem as far as the assist total. Karl Malone is 55. This man is 12th. When it's all said and done, he'll be in front of Magic Johnson, who is recognized as the undeniable greatest point guard to ever live. And LeBron James will have more assists than him, will end his career with more points than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So no matter what you think, he can lose the next 10 finals. He's a Mount Rushmore player as we speak, and that will not change.
He is not yet a Mount Rushmore.
Yes, he is. Yes,
and you know what? That 38,000 is so far out there. After the guy I saw last night, I just can't imagine him sucking it up and staying the course to get to 38,000.
He's going to be, what, 30? I believe he got, what, another 30 games to play, 25. So he'll be at like 30,500 and another. He's going to get there. But Skip, look, I remember when I broke Ozzy's record, LeBron, you and I share something in common. Cleveland Browns beat the brakes off us that day. How'd I suffer a loss to them? That's on my resume. But anyway, but Skip, at the time, you know what? When you're going through things, and I was not the athlete. I maximized my ability. But Skip, you don't think about. I'm a 7th round pick, and then I remember when I got my first touchdown catch, my first 100-yard game, my first Pro Bowl, first All Pro. You don't get a chance to enjoy it, Skip, because you're like, okay, that was good, but I got to show people that this was not a flash in the pan, that I'm more than this. So I'm back at it. I'm back in the gym. I'm back training. And that's how he's always been. But because this season has been so challenging, Skip Bayless, and let me tell you something. You keep talking about his plus minus, the minus in the second half.
Minus 98 over a 13-game
in 7 starts. You know what Isaiah Thomas' plus minus is, Skip?
It's awful.
92. That's why LeBron James is 98.
Oh,
because
so it's Isaiah's fault.
It doesn't work.
It's some. I'll give you that.
Look at Kevin Love. Isaiah stepped on the court, and you make Kevin Love can't play. Kevin Love's a 2010 guy minus IT. He got to go. Tristan Thompson played 20 minutes last night, 1 rebound. J.R. Smith played 29 minutes, 0 points. And you want LeBron James. Listen, I told you he's a great chef. But at some point in time, when you give him cow manure, horse manure, and chicken poo, that's what you're going to get. He can't keep making these delicacies out of that, what y'all keep giving them ingredients. You give him, Skip Bayless, and you know it. Now, he had to celebrate because he's about to lose his mind. So one day, he and I going to sit back. We're going to have us some Bordeaux, probably 1963, maybe some Philippe Rothschild. That's what he and I be on.
Maybe some Henny in him.
No, we ain't going to do that. We tried to mellow out.
Fancy?
Yeah, we tried to mellow out. You tried to get us a
You're going to be
headshot.
yourself, Uncle Shay. You're going to be.
No, but me and Bron, you know me.
LeBron?
No, but here's Skip trying to get us to go to sleep real early, Joy. We got to sip on some nice wine. We're going to sit back.
Why don't make you sleepy?
Yeah, I'm like, LeBron, you remember your second NBA Finals? They had y'all down by 10 points going to the 4th quarter. Man, they thought they had you. The man I remember talking to Skip Bayless. Oh, Skip, man, he was sick. Yeah. That's why I hit that shot on him. That's why I hit that shot on Kawhi, because I knew it was going to rub Skip the wrong way.
So you're going to reminisce about Ray Allen's shot?
Yeah, we're going to reminisce about that. We're going to go back to Skip. When you Rookie of the Year, you about to be a 12-time first-team All-Pro. You do know he just broke the tie. The most consecutive starts with Bob Cousy in the All-Star game.
Okay. This is all why you shouldn't celebrate 30,000 points.
What?
Seriously, wasn't it a duh to you?
No.
Wasn't it just so obvious? It was coming.
Only 7 men. He's the 7th man to ever do that.
But LeBron James, we knew he was obviously the first overall pick. I knew when I'd watch him on ESPN in high school. Didn't you know? Yeah. One day he's going to score 30,000 points.
What guy has had to endure more? Came into the league, as you mentioned, you saw him in high school, with more pressure and been able to stand tall through the adversity.
I'll give you that.
Michael did not have to face social media.
No, he did not.
So LeBron has had to, everybody is Red Auerbach with an opinion that they know who's great and who's not.
Yeah, I mean, when Michael got drafted, nobody saw that coming.
No.
Because the joke was back at North Carolina, only one man could stop Michael Jordan, Dean Smith, the
hold
coach,
him under 20
right?
points.
Yeah, okay.
No, nobody. You thought he could be a good player. I mean, he hit the shot. Very few freshmen. They would have been, because James
should have seen it coming with that shot.
James
Okay.
Worthy was Player of the Year that year.
He was.
Big Game James,
Yeah.
who would later go on to be the first pick in the draft that following season. But Skip, you like, okay, yeah, he can be good. And you saw the flashes, the highlights, the dunks.
But you did not know
No,
until the
no.
first couple of months of his career, his NBA career.
But after
you
about
start
three,
saying,
after about
uh-oh.
3 games, Skip,
Yeah.
you're like, this dude,
This
you've never
is-
seen anything
okay.
like this.
Okay, I got it. So there wasn't nearly the pressure pre-draft, coming up to the draft, that there was on LeBron James.
Right.
Yeah, I got it. I give you that.
But Skip,
He has endured.
But what he's going through this year
Mm-hmm.
and trying to, the harsh breakup with he and Kyrie, and I believe that LeBron James was willing to work through any issues that he and Kyrie might have had. He did not want Kyrie to be traded.
He did not.
And James Dolan traded him because he panicked.
Dan Gilbert.
Dan
Yeah,
Gilbert,
yeah.
excuse me.
It's easy to confuse the two. I understand.
Yeah.
They're kind of 6 of one, half dozen the
Yeah.
other.
Dan Gilbert panicked because he had Kyrie for 2 more years.
Yep.
The trade deadline was 6-7 months away.
I give
there was
you
no
that.
need to do what he did.
Yep.
And LeBron's like, okay, Kyrie, you have whatever your beef is with me.
Yep.
You and I can sit down like grown men, because let's not break this up, because we still there'd have been no question with Kyrie. I don't even know if the East would have been interesting. With Melo leaving, with Paul George leaving, with Jimmy Butler leaving, if Kyrie is still on the Cavaliers,
I'm pretty sure it's over. Yeah.
so what are we even talking about? We're not even having a conversation. But Skip, I think because what he's going through this year with this team, when he said this is his most challenging, and it seems like he said, it seems like I say this every year, Skip, I think we see now this is his most challenging season. This is even more challenging than when he first got to Miami. He's never had a stretch like this. I mean, his free throw percentage is plummeted. His three-point percentage is plummeted. His field goal percentage is plummeted. It is all because you know why.
Okay, it's possible he has lost heart, but I watch closely every night. On the defensive end, he is not what he used to be.
No,
he is, for the first time in his life, he is showing some age on the defensive end.
Yes.
And it's not in a bad way. It's rubbing off on his teammates because nobody is committed to playing defense.
No.
And so in the second halves, after you've led the league in minutes for the first maybe month and a half of the season, I'm seeing a little wear down effect on LeBron. I'm seeing him run out a little bit of second half gas. And I don't know. Then when he starts talking about, I want to watch my kids play basketball, I want to be there for my kids as they're growing up, I start hearing seeds planted of maybe he's starting to think of, I'm winding it down. That's why it's hard for me to fathom he's going to muster up 8,000 more points. That's a lot of points.
Of points. Well, he's going to have to play at least 5. He'll have to get to 20 years in order to do that.
Whew.
20 years. I believe he can play three more years at this level. And then probably year 19, there's no question he's going to, I mean, even Superman got old. They had to switch characters to get somebody else to play.
They did?
Play a Superman. But I believe he will play long enough he'll get Kareem, and to have more assists than Magic Johnson. I think that speaks to just how impressive what he's doing is. And then what he's had to endure, Skip. I mean, he's been the face of the brand, because when Magic got to the Lakers, Kareem was already there. People might not know this, Skip, but you do. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was the MVP of the league, Magic rookie year.
Yeah, I covered 2 years of teams with just Kareem on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So think about that. A guy wins the NCAA finals.
Yep.
Comes and joins. All-time, he's a top. Kareem at that point in time was already a top 5 player. You join him and you win the finals. That's your rookie year. That'll never happen again, Skip.
Okay. But putting 30,000 back in perspective, and LeBron always invites the comparisons to Michael Jeffrey Jordan. So I'm going to say it again. Michael's did it in 147 fewer games. And remember, in Michael's era, the three-point shot was not nearly as emphasized as it has been through LeBron's era.
Correct.
So that means that LeBron has attempted, think about this, 2,741 more three-point shots than Michael did in his whole career. 2,741 more. So he makes around 34%, which is kind of average, not bad. So that's way more point. You can see what's happened. That's 2,800 more points. That's more than a year's worth of points just from the three-point line.
And Michael probably got 2,000 more shot attempts.
Okay, he probably did. And to your point about who's the better passer, LeBron is a little better passer because he's the best passer in basketball. I don't know about that.
Because,
okay, here's the point. Michael averaged 5.3 a game, which is pretty good. LeBron averages 7.1, so it's not like staggering.
Skip, but
discrepancy.
when you put that times
Okay.
82
Okay.
over 15 years, you can see there's a 3,000 assist gap.
Okay, I got it. Because LeBron was more focused, locked in on sharing the basketball.
Yes.
If Michael had chosen to average 10 assists a game, I believe he could have. But that's not how he was
But
built.
what if LeBron says, you know what? Instead of averaging 7 assists, I'm gonna average 4 assists, and I'm
He
gonna
could
score
have.
more.
Okay, I will give you that. But you know, my age-old issue with LeBron is, why can't you make your free throws? I've never understood it. Michael was just an okay free throw shooter, but he was 84% to LeBron's 74%. So if I take that over LeBron's misses and I give him 10% more of his misses, that's 900 more points right there. That's almost a season's worth of points.
But
Okay, so
if you
it
know,
all.
Skip, if you notice with LeBron, it's like if he hits them early, he good going. But when he misses the first 2, it's like he goes into
Look
like,
out.
okay, now it's okay. Let me try this. Let me try. He's not comfortable, and I don't. After 15 years, whatever it is, you just got to stick with it at this point in time because you're gonna keep changing your mechanics, and it's gonna get good for a little while, and then when you mess it up, you're gonna go to something else.
I don't get it.
It's like when he missed one bad. I mean, he missed one. I thought about to put Coach Popovich out. I'm like, Ron, what happened?
I don't know, because there'll be stretches where he will look so solid.
Yes.
The routine is 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
And he'll follow through and it'll swish. And I'll say, oh, wow, maybe he's got a hold of this.
You get it.
And now he's plummeted back down towards 74%.
Now, because you see the game against the Wizards earlier in the year, he's like 12 or 12. And
Yeah.
in one game, he's like 13 or
Yeah.
13. And then you'll go 2 for 8.
He had a
6
2 for 8.
10.
Yep.
Wow.
But it's still hey, Bron,
Amazing
celebrate.
accomplishment.
Yeah, Bron, we celebrate our moment.
Celebrate.
Yeah. You should fly up there and have
Yeah.
have
That's
a
something
glass.
you know
I'm
what-
upset. I'm upset. I'm out on the
Sometimes when you're upset, a glass
Joy.
of wine is the way to go.
What about
Mellow you out.
until the Cavs? We're gonna talk about this later, but the Cavs gonna have, in order to get me back, they're gonna have to make some moves.
Really? You're
Yes.
off the
You know what,
bandwagon?
Cavs, if you want Shannon back on
Yes.
the bandwagon.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
But he's
3
not
moves.
really off. He's kind of just dragging his foot on the ground.
No, I'm off. I'm off. They got 3 moves they must make in order for me to come back.
Hire you as GM.
Nope.
Nice.
Nope.
Is Tom Brady close to retiring? We'll discuss that next.
And I won't back down.